Do you have the freedom to take off anytime that you want? Are you waking up with an alarm every morning, or can you get up when you're done sleeping? Can you plan out your day the way you want to, or does something else plan it out for you? You know, I used to answer no to most all these questions, so I'm well aware of all the different daily struggles that we have to all go through. But I also found a way that's helped me answer yes to these questions, you know, to getting up when I want and having the freedom to plan out my own life. And I'll tell you about it in just a little bit. But if you've answered no to most of these questions, then what's driving all that? Is it your job? Maybe a lack of money? Or not enough time to do everything? You know, a lot of us, we have the same questions, and even though everybody's situation is just a little bit different, the answers are pretty much the same. You know, it seems like people just want more for their life. But you have to work, right? You know, you have bills, you have responsibilities. No different from anybody else. Yeah, maybe you went to school and then you got a good job. You know, school actually seemed hard back then, but you know, looking back, it seems easy now compared to the life that you have. And you know, your life just seems to keep piling up with new obligations, like a new cable bill and a new cell phone bill. Everything just keeps adding up all the time. And more things pile up, the less time you have to do anything other than to eat and sleep and do it all over again tomorrow. You know, churning around this end of the cycle over and over again. And no, you didn't do anything wrong. It's just that that's how life seems to be playing out. So how do you get out from under all this? Or do you even try? You know, like maybe breaking free is kind of scary, so you wind up settling for your circumstances because you don't know what the future is going to bring. You know, things could get worse. So we end up settling. And you know, I know all about settling because I've had numerous incarnations of myself, you know, as a carpenter and chef. And you know, after each one, it was like, hey, this is going to work. You know, I'll get a little bit more ahead. But I was actually moving forward without any real plan. You know, I thought things were going along okay, but all the while, I was settling for an incomplete life. Each job seemed a little bit better than the last, so it felt like I was getting a little further ahead. But that's all I actually really got, was just a little further ahead. And working more hours, taking on more responsibilities. I actually started to believe I needed to give even more of myself up to my job. So I was giving up more holidays and skipping family get-togethers because I thought the company was going to notice all this allegiance and my willingness to give up my personal life. Well, maybe that'll get me moved up. But it didn't get me moved up. Got passed over a few times, which was frustrating. But still didn't stop me from going out there and putting even more hours in and somehow believing that all this was going to pay off in the end. Does that sound familiar? You know, blindly pressing on and hoping somehow that things are just going to get better. Anyways, I started to realize that I was willing to settle for rejection. And I was settling for staying put because, you know, hey, I still had a job, right? Didn't have much of a life, but I did have a job. Is that what life's really all about? You know, just being another cog in the wheel? I needed a change, and I found one. I discovered a brilliant opportunity to learn a whole new set of skills and a new way of thinking so I could create a new life for myself that wasn't based on settling for the safest option. Because the safest option didn't factor in whether or not I was happy. And it's time for me to start enjoying my life. I took these new skills and I used them to enter the vast world of the digital economy. That allowed me to create my own business that reaches the entire world, and it's changed my life forever. Did you know that less than 1/100th of 1% of the people on the internet are actually earning an income online? That's such a small percentage of people who actually use the internet. And that's why I'm telling you all this. You can be in that micro percentage of people earning a real income today. If you settle for a life that doesn't feel like it's really giving you near enough of what you really want, I'm here to tell you that you can change that around now. I want to see your life flourish, for you to have the most memorable life experience possible. There doesn't have to be a waiting period for you to start changing your life around. Once you've made the decision and commitment to stop settling. You know, Brené Brown once said you can either have courage or comfort, but you can't have both. So if you're comfortable with settling for your current circumstances, I wish you well on your journey. But if you're ready to seize the day and give yourself the opportunity to create a whole new way of living and being, then I encourage you to click on the link below this video and take a chance on you. It'll take you to my website where you can enter your name and email address. And I'll send you a series of training videos that'll better explain how you too can learn how to make your computer into your office. This video training will help you discover that you can be the creator of your new life, and you won't have to settle for anything anymore. You know you can do things really well, and you do have more control over your life than you think. Starting your journey today gets you that much closer to your destination, and you get to decide just how exciting that journey can be. Find the courage to choose the life that you truly want, and discover the life that you're truly meant to live. Thank you for watching.
That is so gorgeous.